So these are my Fabio Wardley versus Justis Huni, bottom preview and bottom predictions for the main event and the 2 on the card fights. Obviously Dylan White is going to be fighting on this card, but I'll do that in like a separate preview. So we don't know who Dylan White will be fighting on this card. So Dylan White obviously fighting on the same card as his apprentice basically. So starting off there with Pierce O'Leary versus Ian Dillon for the EBU Hooping Super Lightweight title. Pierce O'Leary 16-0 up against Ian Dillon, 15 wins, 2 defeats to 1 draw. Great fight, good pick and fight this one. This be a good pick and fight. Ian Dillon will be so relentless coming forward. He'll be stalking Pierce O'Leary. While I think Pierce O'Leary, for me, a lot of good things said about him, and rightly so. Very good boxer. He will be looking to use his win movement, his win IQ, while William Dillon stalking him. Pierce O'Leary, I think Pierce O'Leary will be very good, will be very quick on the counter punching. When William Dillon looks to land, Pierce O'Leary will be good with his counter punching. Good boxer. Very good boxer, Pierce O'Leary. William Dillon, who suffered the 2 defeats to Reece Biotti and Wayne Darner. That's it, yeah. And Pierce O'Leary, it's like he's not been fighting for ages, hasn't it? Like, we've all been talking about him. But I think that's all about his opponents at his face. I think Pierce O'Leary does win the fight. I don't think he knocks him out though. I don't think he knocks Ian Dillon out, but if he does stop Ian Dillon, that'll be the first time Ian Dillon has been stopped in the fight, and it will just rise Pierce O'Leary up even more if he does stop Ian Dillon. But I think Pierce O'Leary's counter punching, different angles that he fights at, and win IQ and win movement, and his technical skill will beat Ian Dillon on points, in my opinion. So I'm going to go for Pierce O'Leary to win on points. Up next, Mike Perez. Remember him, people. 30 wins, 3 defeats, 1 draw. One of them defeats coming off against Perfecting, of course. Off against Stephen Ward, 15 wins and 3 defeats. This will be... This fight won't last on. It'll be a firecracker. Stephen Ward comes to fight as well. Mike Perez, we all know about Mike Perez and his background story, and with Cuba and all that. 39 years old now. I don't know if it's at heavyweight or cruiserweight. I think it's going to be at cruiserweight. It's quite interesting, isn't it? And Mike Perez does look big at cruiserweight, doesn't he? Very powerful, very aggressive. This is why I don't think the fight will ever go to points, in my opinion. Stephen Ward, he'll be competitive. Stephen Ward. But I think Mike Perez does get it done midway through, in my opinion. I just think his power and aggressiveness, I don't know how Stephen Ward is on top of that. Obviously, Stephen Ward did beat Tommy McCarthy most recently. But Mike Perez, despite he's 39 years old, is a different kettle fit, in my opinion. So I'm going to go for Mike Perez to win 6th round. I'm going to go for a 6th round KO/stoppage win for Mike Perez. I think Stephen Ward will be competitive, but I think Mike Perez's power and aggressiveness will be too much for Stephen Ward, in my opinion. Now on to the main event for the interim WBA World Heavyweight title. Fabio Wardley against Justis Huni. Another Queensbury versus Matchroom fight. Obviously, the Matchroom prospect is Justis Huni, 12-0 record. Fabio Wardley, 18 wins, 0 defeats, 1 draw. Fabio Wardley came through, he had the white collar background, didn't he? Very pretty fair to him. Because everyone would have said Fraser Class should win against him with Fraser Class background. But Fabio Wardley's so good, man. He is so good. His power, his precision, his accuracy with the shots as well. It is so good. I think this is too big of a step up for Justis Huni, in my opinion. Fair play to Huni, because Justis Huni would have said, I'm sick of the criticism now. I'll step up. against Wardley. So I think all the press is actually on Fabio Wardley this fight. I still think Justis Huni can come back after this fight, even if he does use towards. I just think Fabio Wardley will be expected to win in front of the Ipswich crowd as well. Justis Huni, he does have a toughness about him. Very heavy-handed as well. Just too big of a step up in my opinion, this one. I know I'm a bit of a hypocrite because I did say Justis Huni needs a step up. I didn't mean this step up. I meant like Kevin Urena step up, right? When he stepped up against Kevin Urena. And he defeated Kevin Urena as well. Don't get me wrong, he did defeat him, but Kevin Urena caused him problems in first round and the last round. He did hurt Justis Huni. So that sort of step up that I would have said for Justis Huni. So in terms of my prediction for this fight, I think Fabio Wardley stopped him. I think he stopped Justis Huni midway through in the end. And I'm going to go for a 7th round. 7th round. 6th round, I'm feeling the 6th round for Fabio Wardley. I am feeling the 6th round TKO win for Fabio Wardley over Justis Huni. I think Justis Huni can come again. I don't think we should be criticising him, saying, oh, he's not all that and all that. I think it's too big of a step up, but at the end of the day, Eddie Hearn said it right. Eddie Hearn said, I always get criticised when I don't. I really said he always gets criticised when he doesn't put fighters and like tough fights. And Eddie Hearn does that. Eddie Hearn does do that. He does put them in tough fights, to be fair. And Eddie Hearn's got a point though. Last minute opponent, I will say. It is a last minute opponent. Because Wardley would have been preparing for Jamel Miller. I'm glad that fight's not happening because I don't think Jamel Miller deserves to be in another fight, in my opinion, because he's serial drug cheat, in my opinion. So I am happy for Huni getting this opportunity in front of Wardley's fans as well to try and cause a shock and an upset, in my opinion. A couple of years ago, I would have been all for this fight. Couple of years ago, but with where both have been, both resumes, I think it would be a shock if Huni did win, in my opinion. So I think Fabio Wardley, obviously, I think Fabio Wardley gets the win here in the 6th round. I'm going to go for the 6th round TKO win for Fabio Wardley. I just think his power and his precision and his accuracy will end up being too much for Huni to deal with in the end. I think Huni will be game. He will be competitive, Huni, but I just think the power, precision and accuracy of Wardley will be too much, and movement as well will be too much from Wardley, in my opinion. So feel free to leave your thoughts and predictions down below in the comments. I will be back with the Dylan White preview. Whoever Dylan White does face, I will be back with that as well. So take care, stay safe. Feel free to get your predictions in down below in the comments.